welcome to episode 213 of the Cat Lady channel. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2TCATT, which stands for Craft All the Things. I am primarily a yarn, fiber arts podcast channel. Not a podcast. I know a lot of people call these podcasts, but moving on. So I primarily work with yarn, so knitting, crochet, spinning, so making yarn, weaving, occasionally, and those sort of things. But I also do other crafts, so I have Cricut, I have other things that come up in diamond dots, whatever floats my boat at the time. But right now I am very highly focused on knitting and crochet, so that is what I will be talking about today. It is currently Wednesday. The last 2 days were the President's Day midwinter break for the kids. And actually, Jim and Emily were off at Washington, D.C. for Emily's 8th grade field trip. So that was kind of cool that they did that together. And so me and David were just home chilling. Pretty much had a pretty chill weekend. I did I did some knitting. And we both did a lot of gaming. So I currently play Minecraft a lot. That is my kind of game of choice at the moment. Me and the kids started a world together, and Emily kind of dropped off. David isn't all in, so it's just me, and I created it on my account so I can play it whenever I want. So if you're familiar with Minecraft, I'm not going into Minecraft. So I got a lot going on in my Minecraft world, so it's keeping me busy, and things are breaking, and there's a lot of problem solving. So anyways, I won't talk about that. This is a crafting, not a Minecrafting, but a regular crafting channel, so let's move on. So what did I work on? I worked on chickens. Chickens. And I'm getting tired of chickens. But last you saw I was working on my chicken. So my chicken is done. And my chicken has gone through a lot of names. Thrasher was the first name we picked out because we were listening to music in the car and it was like rock music and David had the little chicken head banging and I'm like, oh, name of Thrasher. But that didn't really stick because that was kind of weird. And then we kind of brainstormed some more names and then David, okay, so then I'm gonna move on to continue the story. I worked on David's chicken because David was like, make me a chicken, and he was like super pumped. And last episode I showed you the yarn I got, so I worked on David's chicken. So I finished this chicken Friday night and then started this chicken Saturday and finished this one on Monday. I think I started Saturday, finished on Monday. I think that's right. And then so we named this chicken originally Cluckers because it's kind of a joke between me and David because he's got a little beanie baby chicken and its name is Cluckers and I kept calling it Cluckers to annoy him. So we originally named it Cluckers, but we also went to the cat cafe again, me and David, this weekend. And I'll put in a picture of the sweetest little cat we met called Chicken Wing. He was an orange and white kitty. And so this is orange and white because of Devo, my little orange and white cat that passed away. David loves Devo and so everything has to be Devo themed. So this is a Devo themed chicken. So we saw Chicken Wing, which looked like a little Devo kind of, but he's got like deformed paws. I don't know if I've talked about him before because I talk about the cat cafe frequently. But little Chicken Wing has like little deformed paw on the front and the back. So he's got two deformed paws. He gets around fine. He's like 6 months old or something. But he's so cute and he was a little Devo kitty and his name was Chicken Wing. So I'm like, you should name him Chicken Wing because it's chicken. So this is Chicken Wing. So then we opted for Cluckers for mine since I'm the one who made up the silly name anyways. So we have Cluckers and Chicken Wing. And then Macaulay Cluckin, which is the OG chicken. And then they gotta do it all. So Monday I started Egbert, which again last week I showed you the inspiration of Egbert. So once again, chicken neck. This is Emily's chicken, Egbert. So it will be, I don't know. I'm chicken burnout. It's chicken burnout. It's definitely chicken burnout. Because I keep screwing things up on this one and it's just like, okay, I'm done. I don't think I could ever be a craft seller that like makes like 100 bumblebees or frogs or whatevers because I mean, these are bigger. Maybe the smaller ones would be better, but oh my God. I need a break from chickens. Not saying I would never make this again because it's a pretty easy pattern. I do have to look at it. I do have to be quiet, you know, and focus on some parts because it's a lot of back and forth and short rows and stuff. But I got it down pretty well. But yeah. So for this one, since it's a yellow, bright yellow chicken, it's going to have an orange beak. As what? Yeah, I think that's. And I have to ask Emily if she wants like the dark orange from David's chicken as the beak or a bright orange. I'm not sure. So maybe the darker orange might look a little better. But yeah, so we're at the next section. So there's that. So we're getting close. The seaming part sucks. It's not that bad, but I hate it. And for the most part, my seams look pretty good though. So they're not perfect, but they're not bad. So mine could have used a little bit more stuffing, but honestly, it's a little bit more holey, and it is getting like super fuzzy now because it's like a single ply. So David was all over the chickens this weekend, so he was having a chicken party. So that is all I did. I did not touch. Oh, didn't touch those. Those are my afternoon flowers. I did not touch my secret skein. I'm literally like two rows to the finish, and I didn't touch it. I didn't touch my blanket. I didn't touch anything. We sat in my room. David had to sleep over with me, so we put an air mattress on the floor, and we watched TV, and we played video games, and I knit the chickens. Like, we pretty much lived in my bedroom for the weekend for the most part, and then we ventured out to the cat cafe. We had a dinner out. We did a Target run, but for the most part, it was jammies and snacks, and I don't know, it was nice. It was a nice weekend. So, and Jim and Emily had a whirlwind of a weekend in DC, and their bus broke down, so they were late coming home, which kind of sucks. So they were pretty exhausted yesterday, but yeah. So now everything's back to normal. Kids are back to school, and yeah, I need to finish this chicken just to be done with it, and then I can finish up my other projects. And then I'm not sure what's on the horizon after that. I do need to work on my dyeing video, so hopefully by the time this is out, my dye video will be out. I'm gonna push the 1K subscriber video to next week because again, it's already Wednesday. I'm losing days here, so yeah. My goals for the end of the week, which is literally 2 days away, is finish this chicken and maybe finish chicken and secret skein. I'd say that's doable. So I will see you probably Friday. So today's Wednesday. So I will be back on Friday to wrap it up. So this will be a short one this week. So I will catch you then. TGIF, my friends. It is Friday. I am so happy it's Friday. It's just been every week's just been the most odd week. And next week's not looking not odd, but just a week. I don't know. Like, ugh. And next week's not looking any better. There's just so many things going on and just so many things that keep coming up and I just don't know. So, but it's Friday. We don't have any plans this weekend particularly. So it's going to just be hanging out and, you know, getting some R&R. So anyways, the secret skein is completed and blocked and beautiful. And I love these. I love these bandana style shawls. These are amazing because it feels like I'm wearing a traditional triangle shawl, but I'm not. It just lays over my head nicely. It lays nicely across my back. Everything about this is just brilliant. I love it. So this is the Secret Skein by Telly Bean Knits, Stephanie Lotven. I will put the link below on Ravelry. The yarn is Magpie Fibers, Swanky sock in the Highline color. A little closer. Oh, just the details on this. I love these drop stitches or these elongated stitches. They're kind of drop stitches, but not drop stitches. But oh my gosh, they're beautiful. I love everything about this. I'm so happy I made this. I am so happy it's finished. I probably will make more of these because it's so big and only used a skein. Now, like, I could have gone on a whole nother repeat. Would I? No, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't. I like the way this is. I'm glad I'd made the kind of smaller top. It is still, it's fine. It's perfect. It really is. It did come up bigger when I blocked it than 18 inches, but it was like 19, 20 inches like the other one was. But I like it. I like this so much. So that is done. And also, what else is done? The final Chicken. The final chicken. Not saying there won't be any more chickens ever, but there are not going to be any more chickens for a while. I mean, I do want to make like a small chicken. And I did see, and someone asked if there were any crochet versions. There's not a crochet version that looks as like detailed as this, being that it's all like pieced together and short rows and whatever. I'm sure someone could like reverse engineer it, but like not me. But there were some other crochet chickens, but they were smaller. I mean, so like they were like almost like hand size. This is nice and big and snuggly. David absolutely adores this chicken. This is Emily's chicken, Egbert. She picked green eyes for him. And he is done. So, and he looks pretty good. So, I am done making chickens for a while because that's, yeah, they're fun. Still kind of funny, sorry. They're fun to make. I hate seaming, but I've gotten it down. I did get hung up on a couple rows, like, cause I think I was just, again, tired of doing it. So, I kept making mistakes on certain places, but all in all, Egbert, it worked out just fine. So I am done with chickens for a bit. So what's next? Baby blankets. I gotta work on the baby blankets, which I don't have one. I took one with me when I went out yesterday, but then never got to it, so I didn't make any progress. But man, I'm gonna work on that this weekend. I think if I could knock out one of those at least this weekend, that'd be great. And then start the second one. I haven't worked on my African flowers in a while. I might go back on treadmill duty with these because I was working on chicken on the treadmill. I was working on this on the treadmill. So I think now I'll go back to working on my African flowers on the treadmill, which I have 3 of them in here. It's going to come out. And I really would like to get to start seaming those together because they're like taking up my whole craft table. So, put those in there. I'm going to get those blocked. I have a pile that needs to be blocked. I have a pile on the blocking board. I have a pile that's waiting to be seamed. So like, yeah, they're getting out of control. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left of this skein in here, and yeah, only 2 skeins left. So that's 34 flowers left to make. So, and that's a total of like 90. So not bad, but then I gotta put them all together. So, also I forgot to show in the last clip. So I mentioned that Jim and Emily went to Washington, D.C. Jim bought me back a Christmas ornament for our tree. So it was kind of cute. And then he got me a Starbucks mug. So a Washington, D.C. mug. Because I love my Starbucks mugs. They're so fun. So we got all the little D.C. monument things going on there. So apparently it was quite an adventure for him to get this mug because they had Virginia mugs, I believe. And yeah, it's in Virginia, right? I know DC is still in place, but they had the state of Virginia mugs and they had the DC mugs, and they were hard to find because they were all in closed boxes like this. And then some other moms came up and said, "Oh, you gotta look at this, find the matching SKU number." And they were looking through and they found one, and the line was long, and so she ended up standing in line for him, and you know, he paid her back, and like it was kind of an ordeal. So that was very nice of him to get me the mug, and we'd like to have the memories on our Christmas tree of things, even though it wasn't me, but you know, family memories stuff. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I needed to share. I still didn't get to the yarn dyeing video. I'm going to work on it this afternoon, but it may not be up yet, so I apologize for that. And I did not do the swatches because I'm not even sure. I'm just not even sure if the swatch is worth it. If you want to see a swatch of this mini skein, let me know and I'll work on it. But like, it's not going to necessarily translate the same. I mean, you're going to get it's going to look like this. This isn't one of those yarns that's going to like be surprising. It's speckled. Like, so it's going to be gray with speckles in it. And this one's going to look more heavily speckled because it's thinner and the speckles hit more. So like, it's not going to make much of a difference. I might do this one just because this one is going to look interesting. It's going to look kind of tonal with this pop of like lighter lilac. So maybe I'll do this one just for fun, just to see what it looks like. But this one, like, do you want to see what this looks like? Because it's not necessarily going to be the same because it's a different weight yarn. And I mean, I don't even know. So like, should I just save these for other projects? But But this will be the giveaway yarn that I will work on posting a video next week, getting a package together. We have a bag, we have stitch markers, so we'll work on that this weekend as well. But again, I'll do the swatches. If you are interested in seeing the swatches of this, I will do the swatches and put them in the giveaway video. Actually, that would make sense. So comment ASAP as soon as you see this if you're interested in getting a swatch, because I will put that on my list of things to do this weekend. That is all I have. That is it. I am going to go. It's pretty early. It's only 8:30. I've really started the day pretty early this morning, so I still need to do my treadmill workout and get some things done today. So I'm off to a good start today. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I hope everyone has a great weekend, a great week, and I will see you next week, and I hope you get to craft all the things.